Chapter 22. Far from the madding crowd. The Great Barn and the Sheep Shearers. In the previous chapters, we had a look at the preparation for gathering the wool. So we saw chapters discussing sheep washing, shear grinding, and in this chapter, it is finally sheep shearing. That means shearing the wool of the sheep. Summer in the barn. It is the 1st of June. The shearers are shearing the sheep, and Bathsheba was behind them, carefully watching them to make sure they are not causing any wounds on the sheep. For Gabriel, he did not shear continuously. He spent half of his time attending others and choosing the sheep for them. Gabriel was feeling content of having Bathsheba's eyes on him, critically examining his dexterity in handling the sheep. But Gabriel's happiness didn't last long. Farmer Boldwood made an appearance at the barn. Gabriel saw Mr. Boldwood and Bathsheba talking to each other, but the dialogues were inaudible. After some time, Bathsheba left Boldwood's side. When she reappeared, she was in a new myrtle green riding habit. That is the color of the riding habit, myrtle green. And riding habit are the clothes one wears for horse ridings. Oak's eyes could not forsake them, and in endeavoring to continue his shearing at the same time that he watched Boldwood's manner, he snipped the sheep in the groin. The animal plunged. Bathsheba instantly gazed towards it and saw the blood. Gabriel cuts a sheep, and the wound was later treated. But Bathsheba wounded the sheep shearer, who is Gabriel Oak, when she expressed her complaint of him hurting the animal. She said, "Oh, Gabriel, you who are so strict with the other men, see what you are doing yourself." After saying that, Bathsheba came near Gabriel Oak and told him that she is going to Mr. Boldwood's farm to see Boldwood's Leicesters. Leicesters are a kind of, or are a breed of sheep, which would be from Leicester, which is a place in the UK. So she asks him to take care of the farm, the barn, and overlook the sheep shearing, and she leaves with Mr. Boldwood. The workers at that time say, "Oh, that means matrimony." That means that the workers are assuming that Mr. Boldwood and Bathsheba Everden are going to get married soon. They all have some kind of minor arguments with each other about the matrimony and things about Bathsheba, about the relationship between Bathsheba and Mr. Boldwood. And finally, when the chapter ends, we can see that all the workers are looking forward for the feast, which they usually have after the sheep shearing, because the workers would really be working hard during the sheep shearing. So at the end of that, as a treat, they'll have a feast with good food and drinks, etc. That's the end of the chapter 22. And this chapter was all about sheep shearing. And if you read the text, you could see Thomas Hardy explaining in detail about the barn about how the Weatherbury farm or the place where they are like living years back, like not at all modern, how the place is not modern, how it is living a rustic life, etc. Thank you.